Hello, my name is Lyndon Beswitherick. We live south of Austin on just off the Highway 34. We're in sandy loam soil, I would say you'd call it, and we do a fair bit of grazing in the wintertime out in the bale grazing and shredding bales out in the fields to spread the manure in the wintertime instead of doing it in the spring with the manure spreader, which saves us a considerable amount of money and is very beneficial for our soil. I guess one of the biggest benefits we've seen in feeding the cows out in the fields and on the pastures is on the sandy land is the improved grass production. We've actually had people tell us that we are wasting, we have too much waste in feed, but when we double or triple the production of our grass, then we really feel that that probably we've gained instead of lost for the most part. A lot of our wind protection for the cattle is bush and tree lines, and which traps snow as well for soil conservation. Yeah, in our soil here we have a lighter soil texture, and we have to do a lot, or we try to do a lot of snow trap with zero-till and shelter belts to trap to conserve moisture and to trap the snow. Probably, I guess the biggest challenge nowadays is the machinery keeps getting bigger, and having to work around them is the one big challenge. Or when they start to get a little bit older, they start to break down, and you have to cut the branches off along the fields all the time. That would be the biggest challenge. Otherwise, there's probably more benefits than challenges with the shelter belts. We wouldn't, since we changed, which is probably, I bet you it's close to 10 years ago when we started feeding them out. Well, originally we started fencing off all our quarters of land, and so that we could fall graze the cows as long as possible. And then after that is done, then we move them onto the hay fields, and we graze those hay fields off, the third cut off after it's froze off, and then they go into the pasture, onto the pasture land where we feed them in the wintertime all on the lighter ridges, sandier land, and bury it in manure, and I'd say we've pretty well cut our feedlot cleaning charges on the cow side pretty near to zero now. So that would be, so there are a lot of cost benefits to the doing it that way. Thank you for listening to me, and if you have any more questions, you can contact me or at your pleasure.